Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tea and Books Chat with Cup of Tea with That Book, Please, a blog where you can get book reviews, watch our this podcast and our other guests, and get interviews and different writings. And I am here today I'm Whitney, and I'm here today with the creator of the podcast, Tabrisha. And we will be in conversation today with Abiola Bello and discussing her book, The Love Dare. It just came out in the States, and so we're so glad to kind of get a jump and getting to talk with her about this cute little romance based in the UK. And with that, we thank you, our future listeners, our future viewers, for taking time out of their day or your day to listen to this talk, watch this talk, and we hope that you get a great experience and learn a lot about this book and want to check out this book after this conversation. I think. Okay. Um, Teresa and I do another podcast called Fake Book Club, along with a few of our other friends, and we talk about pop culture, the power of friendship, and music, movies, and currently we are talking about the World Cup, and a bunch of other things, and you can listen to us and wherever it is you get your podcasts. So that's Spotify, YouTube, Pandora, and again, shout out to my mom for keeping Pandora alive. And with that, I will toss it over to Tabrija to introduce our guest.
Thank you, Whitney, and hello, everyone. My name is Risha, and I am the creator of Cup of Tea with That Book, Please. And I have the extreme pleasure of talking again with the always wonderful Aviola Bello, the award-winning, prize-winning author of many books, but to talk about her latest book that just came out in the US, The Love Dare. So thank you so much, Abiola, for joining us today.
Thank you for having me, guys. I appreciate it.
So I'm going to read a bio of the illustrious Abiola Bello. And once you hear a bio, you're going to see why she is illustrious. So Abiola Bello is a Nigerian British prize-winning, best-selling children's and YA author who was born and raised in London. Abiola is an advocate for diversity in books for young people. Her books include the Emily Knight I Am series, which is published by Hashtag Press, and also Love in Winter Wonderland, Only for the Holidays, and The Love Dare, and also the Wild Magic series, which is illustrated by Emma McCann, which is published by Simon & Schuster. She also contributed to the Very Merry Murder Club and the Super Sunny Murder Club. It's a children's anthology that was published by Farshore. Abiola has also co-written with the England footballer Marcus Rashford, MBE, on the Breakfast Club Adventures, The Movie Monster, and The Sleepover Sabotage. Abiola's books have been selected as Waterstone's Children's Book of the Month, Blackwell's Children's Book of the Month, the Bookseller One to Watch, Amazon Editor's Choice for Black History Month in 2022, The Guardian Children's and Teens Best New Novel, an Amazon Billboard for Black History Month in Leicester Square, and a Junior Library Guild pick, and a Target Book Club, and more, so much more. Abiola won London's Big Read 2019 and was a finalist for the People's Book Prize Best Children's Book, shortlisted for the Spark Book Awards, shortlisted for Peter's Children's Book of the Year, and nominated for the CILIP's Carnegie Award. CILIP is the British version of the American Library Association. It's a library association in the UK, and so much more. And she has also currently sold rights to the US, Germany, France, Netherlands, Poland, and Turkey. But also, Abiola won the Black British Business Awards, Arts and Media in 2023, the London Book Fair Trailblazer Awards 2018, and is the co-founder of Hashtag Press and the Diverse Book Awards. So again, thank you with all this, all your accomplishments. Thank you so much again, Abiola, for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you. Do you know what? Nothing is more awkward than hearing someone talk about you and you're just, it's just so, I find it so awkward.
That's like the longest resume ever, and
It's
it's
just, I
fantastic.
think I shortened it as well. It's just like, yeah, it's such a hard balance to try and say like who you are and also not go on forever because it's like, who cares, you know? So I don't know.
Who cares? Like, you have an amazing resume.
Thank you.
So sing it loud and proud.
Thank you.
And to add more to your resume, you have just published The Love Dare, which just came
Yes,
out in the US this past Tuesday. It's like, yay, congrats.
thank you.
So, for those who have not had a chance to read The Love Dare, can you briefly tell us a little bit about what the book is about?
Yeah, so the Love Dare is about this group of teens who are about to go to university. So in America, they'll be going to college, and there's like the summer before they're going to go off, and this group of girls think it's fun to kind of dare each other to do stuff to get those last minute like hurrahs. And Eva, who is our main protagonist, she is dead at Notting Hill Carnival because Eva's like this gorgeous girl who hates being gorgeous, whatever her problem is, and she is dead to get this guy called Saint to take her on a date. And the problem is Eva fancies Saint's cousin, Jaden. She doesn't know at first that they're cousins. So she's kind of like not really down for it. But then an incident happens and then she doesn't need to do it, but it would help her to resolve the situation if she does it. And Saint is my very cute, loving, secure guy who's into all of his comic book fandom, and he's just in spoken word, and he's lovely, and he does not like Eva in that way. So yeah, it was a fun story to write.
I love like I thought they were very cute. I think Saint is totally my type of
Amazing.
guy.
Mm.
Um, which is kind of like a great segue into our next question. Cute story, by the way. Black love, hashtag Black love. Um, but as you mentioned, Sate is a huge fan of comics and manga, especially Dragon Ball Z, which is name dropped. Amazing. Were you familiar with the series before you read the
Yeah,
book?
my brother, my older brother, in I think in secondary school, he made friends with these Japanese twins and they introduced him to anime. So one day, like, you know, from school, he like just put on Dragon Ball Z. And I remember being like, oh, can we stop watching this weird thing? Because Dragon Ball Z, if anyone's watched it, like a saga,
Mm,
it kind of takes ages to build up. So I remember
yeah.
just being like, oh, they're still training. What are they training for? Like, I just found it so annoying. And then when it got into like the fighting and the battles, I got really involved in it. So yeah, I love Dragon Ball Z. I became a massive fan of it. And yeah, I think any chance I get to talk about it, I kind of take it, to be fair.
Do you is as a fake answer, not a well-known answer, um our main character, she's like, "Oh yeah, I like Frieza." That's not what she calls him.
Yeah.
But is that your favorite character or is it another one?
No, definitely not Frieza. My favorite character Dragon Ball Z is Gohan, but like Kid Gohan. When he's older, I'm not really interested in him. But yeah, Kid Gohan is my favorite, and then probably Trunks. I thought Trunks' character was
Yes,
cool.
Team
Yeah,
Trunks all
like
day.
yeah, probably those two. I like the best. I think. Yeah.
Are there any other manga series you like or would recommend? I'm a huge, I like shonen too, like the fighting ones. So I like
Mm.
Bleach and I like a few of the weird ones like Zom 100, which is like a zombie work thing. And then Tabrisha and I both like what is it, Way of the House Husband, which is kind of like a goofy
Yes.
comedy.
But that's like more of like slice of life.
Yeah.
Yeah, comedy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't remember if I'm honest. I feel like as a kid we watched quite a lot, but I literally can't remember. But whenever I go to school visits, a lot of the boys are always like, "You should watch this, watch that," and I can't tell them like I just haven't got time to do this, guys. But yeah, but I do love a good anime. I do love a good fight scene. I do love when they have powers, and I don't know why they have powers, and they do. And yeah, I do like all of that. But yeah, I do. I haven't watched Dragon Ball Z in a very long time, but whenever I catch a clip, I'm just like, let's just watch this clip and lock in again. So yeah.
I just love real. I know you don't want to be like one of those people, but it's nice to know when you're talking to someone about comics, they actually are fans of the work and you can
Mhm.
totally tell. And
Yeah.
I appreciated that a lot when reading it.
Oh, thank you. It was funny because I put Saint in a comic book shop, which I kind of set myself up a little bit there. And I was like, oh, like I don't think I know enough comics. So as Eva's discovering it, I was discovering it too. So I went into lots of
Hmm.
shops and I was like, what's like a popular one? Why is it popular? And I remember going online, I think it was Attack on Titan, I think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Um,
Hmm.
and people online were like, "Oh, the speech that happens is amazing," and I was like, "What speech?" And I watched, and I was like, "I get it. This was an empowering speech." So yeah, I love that for her that she was learning with me. I thought that was really fun.
Um, and with this, and what I really like about how you do your romances is like they're always so fresh and original. And like
Oh,
in
thank
either like whether I'm listening to it as an audio or reading it, it just feels like I am in these teenagers' lives and
you.
I
Oh,
just want to like be around like hang out with them all the time. And it just felt really real to me as I was reading it.
okay.
Um you're welcome. So we wanted to ask, like, how do you make sure that when you're writing a teen romance, you keep them fresh and original? Because not a lot of authors are able to do that. They use like sometimes they tend to like use like out, either outdated tropes or
Mm.
very stale kind of thing is like can be boring, but you just managed to make it like, very fresh and original. And I really appreciate that.
Oh, thank you. I don't know. I just kind of I pick a trope that I like. So with the Love Dare, I just really wanted a book about like the 90s tropes that I grew up on, like the bet trope. I love a bet trope, and I just didn't like the whole makeover stuff. But apart from that, I like a bet trope a lot. And I just wanted to write that. That was really it. And I just thought, how can I do it in a way where it's a bit more empowering? And I thought maybe if Saint was just like, I mean, I don't think Saint's geeky. I think he's perfect, but like some people might think he's kind of geeky. So I just thought it'd be really nice to have like a nice boy who happens to be gorgeous and is just really secure in himself and all of that the stuff he's into, and he doesn't feel the need to change. And actually, Eva's the one that changes, and I thought that was really cool because I feel like the problem everyone's having, especially in these days with the bet trope, is that, how dare you say they need a makeover and they're hot, da, 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 da. And it's like, okay, let's switch it then and be like, maybe you need like a bit more of a personality makeover instead, and get involved with him. So yeah, that's what I loved exploring that. But I just really tend to pick tropes that I like. So with like Love in Winter Wonderland, I wanted to do kind of like it's not really enemies to lovers. They're not really enemies, but they're just like different social people falling in love. And then with Only for Holidays, that was more like the fake dating, which is always funny doing fake dating and stuff. So yeah, I just try and pick ones that I like and I think will be fun. And I kind of just do that. I think as long as I think it's funny, it tends to kind of work out okay.
Well,
I love
sorry.
you both. What? Go ahead, Sabrina.
And I also and with the makeover, I pre like and I especially appreciate that you chose something. It wasn't like it wasn't sports. You know what I mean? Like with it's not like with a guy, it's usually like, um with or with one person is like they're either studious or an artist or kind of thing, and then the other person is like they're involved in sports. Like you chose something that it's really becoming more and more popular. It is liking comics, and you
Mm.
see that a lot in fiction, and I really and I especially appreciate is like it's not changing him so he doesn't like comics. It's just like having an understanding and a deeper appreciation of it. Um, so, and especially for me, a person who loves reading comics, I especially like that.
Oh, thank you. I think what was, I mean, Satan was really easy. I think the challenge was really Eva, because Eva doesn't, there's not much to her, bless her. And I know a lot of young people who are just like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going uni and I don't really know what I'm doing. And I've always known I want to be an author. So I find that interesting that some people have no idea what they want to do. And I thought, maybe we should write about that, like just that girl who just doesn't really know what she's doing to then meet a boy who's so together, because when do we meet boys that are so together? Oh my gosh. And I just thought that was like the nice part of it. You know what I mean? That would then inspire her to be like, it's actually okay. I don't know what I'm doing, but let me get hobbies. Let me learn rather than just sit here and moan about how pretty I am and her problems she has. Oh, I love Eva. She's so whatless, honestly.
No, it was just like I get it because it's like it was so I'm like I'm so pretty.
I
I'm like the
know. And all the
girl,
boys like me. Oh my God.
so,
She's
so
so
many boys
funny.
find me attractive, and but I'm like, but
and
girl, you don't know how
and
to
then like the
cook.
part and yeah, exactly. And it's like I don't want to get like, the sticky and jerk chicken because I'm gonna be a messy eater. I'm like, you're at carnival, you better eat that chicken when it comes
Right?
tomorrow.
No, but that is me though. Like I'll go carnival, and if I'm with my friends, I'll eat. But if I like a boy or I'm like on a date, I cannot eat. It's so annoying. And they always comment, oh my gosh, you don't really eat a lot. And like, oh, you did that. And it's like, no, I can eat a lot. I'm going to devour this when I get home. I just can't do it because I'm so messy. I get rice in my hair. I get stuff on my like I'm like a child. So for me, it's like if I was Eva sitting next to Jaden trying to be cute, I am not eating the chicken. I'm going to eat like a dumpling daintily, and I will pick myself out when I get home. That's what I would do.
No, that's I get that. I'm gonna eat. Like I'm gonna eat that food. And this is how you know it's real. Because I'm like, if you can't see me, I mean,
That's true.
when you
That's
can't like with rice in my hair while
No, it's
in a
true. That's a good point.
bomb
My friend
ass.
Nancy, she is like savage. Like she doesn't care. She will just, and and I'll just go, and I can't do it. I just need my privacy to eat how I want to eat. Yeah. So Eva has that from me. This, this stupid, I can't eat anything here because he's too hot kind of
And
thing.
then also with like Caribbean food, especially fried dumplings, you gotta eat that quick because
Mm,
especially in my family, if you do not eat the fried dumpling, like someone will take it off your plate because they're like, no, you're
too
not
good.
eating it, so I will eat it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's just, yeah, it's so funny that she is trying to look so perfect all the time. And yeah, bless her.
I think that's kind of like it. This isn't one of like the pre whatever questions that we sent over, but I kind of thought about it belatedly afterwards. Is all her friends have like these superlatives, like I mean, she's like the pretty one or whatever.
Mhm.
Um, not whatever, she's the pretty one. But I guess what would your superlative be? If you had to pick one, or if you in your friends' minds, what type of superlative would they give you?
Oh, I think my friends would say two things. They would either say she's the unbothered one. I'm forever just like, I don't care. Like, I genuinely don't care about so many things. I'm always just like, oh, I don't care. Or the funny one. I'll be one of those two, I think. Yeah. But I'm just forever just like, yeah, or the blunt one, maybe. I can be very like, straight shooter kind of thing. So
Are
I'm
you are you a Sagittarius?
a Leo.
Oh, fires. I knew you were either a Sagittarius or at the very least a
I'm a
fire
Leo
sign.
girl. So yeah, I think that's what my friends would say. But I think if they had to like pick one, they'd probably be a bit nicer and they'd probably be, oh, she's the funny one.
To Breja, what would you do?
I feel like I am the blunt one because I will just say something out of my mouth and I'll be like, I really don't. But then depending on how I feel about the person, I'll feel bad or not.
I
So
think everyone needs a blunt one in a friendship. Then you
yeah.
see someone that just goes, what's going on? Like, you need someone that's just really to the point, especially with a group of girls. It just gets
Yeah.
quite fat. and everyone's a bit, someone needs to be the straight shooter and be like, listen, this is stupid, and just kind of needs to end the conversation. You do need that. I think that's an important person in the friendship group, personally.
Yeah. And so I do tend to do that. I'm like, the blend's like, nope, we're not doing this. We're moving on.
Absolutely. Love that.
Whitney, what about you?
I would probably also be blunt, but I'm also the funniest person you will ever meet in your life. So, uh,
Easy.
how do are you not laughing right now?
I said easy.
But and that's on Sagittarius. No, I think for me, I am also blunt, but I think I don't know. I like now I'm having a crisis of who I am but I think I'm blunt, but what's that phrase? I am kind but not nice, if that makes
Okay.
sense.
Okay. Yeah, I get it.
Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind, but I'm not nice. I like all three of us don't have time for the shenanigans, but if you need help and I'm able, I'll be there for you for sure.
Yeah. I'm the person that everyone comes to with their problem. And I always
Mm,
say,
yeah.
and I mean it, like I always say, I don't feel like I even seem interested. Like I feel like I'm just, you know what I mean? And they all come with their issues. And maybe I give good advice because the problems keep coming and I keep talking. So I don't know. I don't know what it is. But I never really search for it. I literally minding my business and I'll just be like, oh, what? What's that? And yeah, so I don't really know what that's about. Maybe I have a caring face. I don't know what it is.
Y- Yes, I would have to agree. You do have a very caring
You
face.
do.
Oh, that's my downfall then. Got it.
All you, Breja.
Um, okay. So you mentioned Love in Winter Wonderland
Yes.
and Only for the Holidays, and you
Yes.
have Love Dare. So you have set a romance in a bookstore,
Yes.
in a farm, and a Notting Hill carnival.
Hmm.
So if you could set a teen romance in another place, what place would you set it in and why?
Oh, that's quite a tough one, isn't it? But yeah, I think picking a setting is really actually difficult. And sometimes I feel like the story decides the setting. Like with Only for Holidays, I do not like a countryside. I do not like the farm. That is not me at all. And majority of the book is in that, which is ridiculous to me. But like it made sense for the storyline. Like it had to be there, kind of thing. But yeah, in hindsight, that wouldn't be my first pick of a.
But you did it so well. I remember
Thank
you telling
you.
me
Just
that
yeah.
when I asked you that, and I was like, what? I could not sense it at all that you did not
God.
like being on a farm.
Anything with Tia being negative and moany was just me because my friend took me to the farm and I was just like, I don't want it. I don't know what this is. It's not my vibes. Anytime Tia complained, I was like, yeah, that is just me complaining about yeah. Mhm.
You're just putting all your complaints through
That's it.
Tia.
Just projecting it. So online, some people are like, "Oh, she's so miserable about this." I'm like, she is."
And you made good points because even though you like the idea of being on a farm, but then and Whitney in a conversation Abiola and I had, like she made good points. She's like, well, what if you need to go to the supermarket or to like get like electricity or I was like, oh yeah, you actually are making good points on this.
Easy lifestyle. Like my friend who lives in Kent, when I go there, like to go to the shop, it's like a 10-minute drive. I'm like, my shop is just next door. Like it's just I'm a convenience girl. Like the least amount of work, the better. So the idea I have to get in my car to drive to get something just puts me right off. Yeah.
Um, so kind of the book is called The Love Dare, and
Yes.
it's a group of friends that make these challenges to each other. The whole premise is one dare is just getting uh Saint to go on a date with Eva.
Mhm.
But we kind of wanted to ask you, have you ever had to do a dare that you were scared to do but did anyway?
Yeah, actually. How old was I though? Maybe like 12, 13. And my friend had a sleepover. And I think we probably all already watched Candyman, like the original. And obviously everyone's scared to like do the whole like, the mirror thing. And she dared me to do the mirror. And I was like, oh, okay. And I did it like my heart racing. And I said his name 3 times and we all like screamed, even though obviously nothing happened. But I couldn't sleep the whole night. And I remember I had to like really go toilet and I just held it until the day. I was like petrified. Yeah. And I think I told like my brother, and he was like, "Why'd you do that?" I was like, "I don't know," because obviously it's not real. And I was like, "How do you know?" So yeah, so that was probably like that's the only day I can think of that I did and I was actually scared to do it. But I think I'm usually kind of up for a dare. I can be quite ballsy. Someone's like, "Oh, go talk to that guy," and I'll be like, "Okay," like I don't really take it too seriously. To be fair.
That is
Totally
so
get it. Oh,
funny.
go ahead, sorry.
I did the same dare.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, like when I was a kid, but it wasn't Candyman, it was Bloody Mary. So you go
Okay.
into, yeah, and I was dared to like say Bloody Mary in a dark bathroom in the mirror. I just like said it very quickly and told like open the door. I don't like let me get out. I don't care if it's like you're gonna tease me. Like I did it. Let me get out.
You're just like so happy to like survive the night, aren't you? Like you wake up, you're like,
Yeah.
oh thank God. It's so funny. Yeah.
I didn't do, I know of those. I didn't do any of those, especially the Candyman one, because
That's
no, it's like, I feel like black horror, like blacklit horror is a lot scarier because it's not just an
hmm
entity, but it's also like the lived experience of like being black in America in a lot of sense, but also I'm sure abroad as well. And so you're just like, it's just a more sensationalized
Yeah,
version, but I'm like,
I
I
get it.
live this every day. I don't need, but Sinners, watch Sinners if you haven't. It was
I love
obviously a
Sinners. I've seen it insane amount of times. It's actually ridiculous.
it's
It's so
amazing.
good. It's so good.
But I think I prefer like vampires, werewolves, zombies over like the more supernatural
Yeah.
type for
I'm
that
a
reason.
proper horror girl. Like I do love a good horror. I think I'm the only
Mm.
one of my friends that like a horror. Like the more like kind of like even silly horror, like the ones you already know how it's gonna work out, or like just like those like crazy stories. As long as it's fake, I can watch it. If it's like based on like The Exorcist, I'm not watching that. But if it's like anything based on truth, I'm like, But anything that's like just made up from someone's weird imaginations, I can do that. So like Final Destination is like the dumbest film ever, and I watch all of them all the time. Love
Same.
it.
To
Even
Breja,
though I feel like some of the thing I'm very careful to walk underneath a fire escape, especially with that scene in Final Destination 2 when it like impales him. I'm like,
oh
okay, I have to be
no.
careful.
There is a show called A Thousand Ways to Die, and I'm like, these all sound like
Oh wow, I might watch that.
and these all sound like something out of Final Destination. You're just like, oh, here's to your point, a ladder, or someone just more
Ridiculous. Oh,
A
falling down
roller coaster.
a roller coaster.
the film I really liked a lot. It's just gone out of my head. That film where one day it's legal to kill.
Oh,
Um,
The Purge.
Purge. I think that's such
Mm,
an interesting concept. I think the concept is actually really clever because everyone's insane. If we had this in real life, you'd be surprised when people would want to kill you. I think that's just such a humbling experience. So yeah, I actually really love that film a lot. I think it's clever.
Meanwhile, my crime would be trying to hack in and erase my student
Clear the debt.
rob a bank or something.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't think who I'd be like, I need to murder you in 24 hours. I can't think. What's a lot of prep to try and murder someone, I feel like, in a time frame like that as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. and it's a lot of work. And then also, but I would do what Whitney said too, like because you want to make sure you have money for the entire year. So why
Yeah,
don't you rob the bank?
that's it. Yeah, but I think that concept's just so clever. Yeah, so like movies like that I do like, but like the stupid ones like Final Destination, I'll watch it because I just know everything's just so dumb. Everyone's gonna die. Everyone's stupid, like a penny. Like it's just so stupid. So yeah, I like those kinds of movies.
We saw that one. Sabrina and I go see horror movies together, so we saw the last Final Destination. Getting killed by Penny is also
I know it's
crazy.
just like crazy. It's just like what is happening here?
Uh,
Yeah, it's just such a stupid film, but I do like it. I still watch it, so I'm clearly their target audience, aren't
Yeah.
I?
we love Scream, and then we can move on and let Sabrina ask the. Have you ever seen The Blackening?
No, I don't think I've heard of that.
Oh my God! So
Oh, you'll love it.
it's I don't know. Hopefully you can find it
Yeah.
in the UK, either like streaming or something. But it's an all black cast of it's like a comedy slasher, like a comedy slash
Hold on,
horror.
wait. This is sounding like. Hold on, who's in it? Anyone
About
like known in it?
What's her name?
I watched
She was
something and it had an all black cast. It was like this kind of like comedy spoof horror thing.
yeah, but
And
it's not a scary movie. It's like called The
yeah.
Blackening. Well, it's kind of like a spoof, but I know it was produced by Issa Rae.
oh, then it must be good at this Issa Rae.
I think
Um,
so.
but it was
The
yeah,
Blackening.
no one was really in like Cinco
Well,
Walls
I
and
know
Jay
one of
Farrow.
I know what you're talking about. I haven't seen this actually. I think I saw this.
You
This
have
looks
to see
funny.
it.
I
You
don't know if it's in the UK.
because Teresa and I saw it twice, and it's not like because it's more comedy than horror, but it is like a very much a typical like cabin in the woods slasher.
hmm
Okay.
And it's funny, but it's just really well done. And I hope that they do more like this because
Yeah.
it's kind of also in the realm of like a tip of a black exploitation film. But since you like horror, I think you
Yeah.
would really, really enjoy this movie. So
Add it
definitely
to my list. It just says
Yeah.
here I can actually watch it on Netflix UK and Prime Video.
do
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I will watch it.
Watch
Yeah.
it and get back to us with your
Okay.
It's
I will
yeah, it's
do.
hilarious. Every
uh,
time it's like especially when they're doing the game, that's like my favorite scene because they just like reveal, especially when they were talking about Friends. It's like, so you did see the show. It's like, no, I didn't see the show,
Sabrina, she
but I
hasn't
do
seen it.
know. It's so funny. I'm sorry.
She hasn't seen it.
Oh, I
But
know.
you'll get a
Like,
great
I'm laughing. I love that.
but it's hilarious. You should watch for sure.
Okay.
Watch, get back to us, Teresa,
Okay.
all you.
Yeah. Okay. So back to the love dare.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Um, what we especially like about this book is like the the characters, even though they're teenagers, they feel real and they're very relatable. So, and also with your other YA books, like, so how do you go about making your characters feel relatable to a teenage audience?
That is a great question. I don't know what the answer is. I don't know. I think I base a lot of my characters on not to be like a narcissist, but kind of on me and like my friends and family, just like an actual real things have happened. So maybe that's why it feels so real, I guess. Yeah, I feel like because when I was a teenager, I feel like I was like a teenager. Like I was my age. I was never trying to act older. I feel like a lot of the kids now act a bit older and more self. They're just not as fun, in my opinion. So I think I just think a lot about like what would I have done in this situation, and I wasn't the smartest teen in the world, and I probably would do something. I was like, "Are you an idiot?" Probably. So I think I just think of situations like that. But I remember like like I have very vivid memories of like my first boyfriend and like how much I liked him and how that felt. And or like if a guy's kind of like you're kind of in a weird situation shit like Eva and Jaden are, but it's also not anything like because it's nothing really, but there's also something. And it's like I can remember being in that weird like you kind of have like this kind of possessiveness over someone who isn't yours, and it's all a bit weird. Or like having like a big friendship group of females, which I had, and the dynamics of the girls, because I went to an all girls school as well, and the dynamics of girls, especially in a big group where everyone's trying to be like the alpha, is crazy. And when you look at it, you're just like, you lot are crazy. And just the arguments that would happen, just the weird jealousy and stuff like that. I remember all of that stuff. So that I think that's why the love there. So I thought it would be really fun for her to have a big girl group and just to have those different dynamics of people and stuff like that. And in my friendship group, it was always diverse, but I feel like it was mainly like, like black girls and stuff. And there was always one white girl in the group, like always, who just somehow just made the cut. And like, that's just how it always is. So that's why I wanted like Sansa to be like that one white girl in their group who just somehow was like kind of a glue to them a little bit because she's so like sweet and lovely. Um, so yeah, so I think I just put a lot of like my situations, and also I guess I'll think about how would I have acted in this. Like I remember when I wrote Love Winter Wonderland and someone said, oh, why did they do a party in the bookshop to raise money? I was like, that's something stupid I would have done. I would have been like, oh, let's do a party in the bookshop to raise money. Because in my head, it's like, that makes sense. So I can see how that would make sense for these boys. And they were like, oh, I said, there's not much depth to it. It's just stupid things I would have done. I'm not that clever. So um, yeah, I think I just draw a lot on like my own experiences or just things I like of my friends. I'm like, oh yeah, that was funny, that was silly. And then I kind of put that in there.
And I think that is also like what a lot of authors need to think about when they are writing teenage characters in
Mm,
YA books, because they're trying to make them like, intelligent, yes, intelligent, but also sensible, and then they have like a thought,
yeah,
like a straightforward process. I'm like, are you kidding yourself?
I know,
Weren't you
right?
a teenager? We
Yeah,
all did stupid things. Like one time, me and my friends, we missed the bus. We thought we could walk on a highway to the next stop. We all thought that we could do this, even though we knew it was against the law. We were like, we could do it. And we almost did, but we were like, you know what? No, these cars are a little close to us. We're gonna head back. But didn't think like, hey,
yeah. That's just how kids are, and that's what we love about being a teenager. And I think readers, because YA is so big, and we know like obviously like we all read YA, and we're not the target audience. And I think what frustrates me sometimes when someone who isn't the target audience, like is a grown up, and they're like, oh, I think they're a bit immature, and it's like, yes, they are immature because they're teenagers. Like they're not emotionally aware of anything. By the end of the book, they become emotionally aware because you want to see a journey, but they're not because they're kids and that's what they do. So yeah, I think people need to be a bit more like when they're reading YA, remember that we're not writing it thinking of you, we're thinking of the 14-year-old who's trying to find herself in the book and relate to it in some way. So I think people need to like remember that when they're reading book and leaving their little Goodreads reviews. No shade. you know.
No, feel free to throw shade. It's totally fine.
I don't go on Goodreads, but when I did go on Goodreads and I'd kind of go through a bit, I was like, oh, this is good. And then I'd see something like, oh, like I know it was a TikTok I think I got tagged in. I was like, my gosh, like this girl basically had a copy of one of my books, maybe Wonderland, and she was like, um, I really like this book, but you know what? I just got so upset because of the cheating in the book. And I was like, is there cheating in the book? So I was like, what cheating in the book? And then I was listening to her thing. It was basically about Trey and the two girls and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And then she's like, I couldn't do it. It just triggered me. And then all her friends, like, oh my gosh, it triggered me too. And I was like, girl, this should not be triggering you like that. Like, we need to stop people being upset that like Trey like didn't believe Ariel. And I was like, you think Trey should believe Ariel over his girlfriend? What kind of like you think he should do that? Like I don't. So it's just like, but like these are grown ups. I'm like, let the kids just enjoy the book. Okay, let's just let it be. So I think with the Love Dare, it's like a bigger cast because of like the girl group and stuff like that. And a lot of teens said to me, "Oh my gosh, these boys that you've had in the book. Like, I know a boy just like Jaden. I know a boy just," and I'm like, we all know a Jaden, honey. There's too many Jadens in the world. So yeah, so they've all been like, I want to meet my saint. I'm like, you will. We all will. Amen.
Let's hope. Is this a safe space to say that I do not like Oyen?
Oh, no one likes Oyin. Do you know what
Okay.
funny about Oyin? So basically, my cousin is called Toyin, and I was
Mm.
going to give her a character name, but my cousin is named after our auntie, who we don't really like. So I didn't want my auntie to think I was naming it after her. So I thought, let me take off the T and make it Oyin. And then Oyin somehow became this like kind of bitchy girl. And I was like to my cousin, I'm so sorry. I wasn't thinking of you because she's lovely. It just ended up that way. But yeah, Oyin is just like I've known loads of Oyins in my life. And I think Oyin is just a bit more complicated than what she tries to act like. She wants to act like she's got herself together. She's very secure. She's that girl. That's how she wants to come across. And in reality, she's so insecure. She just will take kind of anything from anyone. And if she feels like someone like Eva, who's having her whole like crash out, that she's so beautiful, she wants to say like, if I can get that guy's attention from an Eva, that means that I'm as good. And me, and it's such a toxic way of thinking, but there's so many girls I know like that, or I've known like that, I should say, especially at that age. So yeah, Oyen, I've seen TikTok people literally just talking Oyen. I'm just like, mm.
And it's unfortunate when you do know people like that because you want to be sympathetic and you want to understand that, like, one, she is a teenager and she's going through
Yeah.
different changes. She is insecure, but as a someone that has been uh a target of an Oyen or like I'm I was like, if you don't get your hating self
I
away
know
from
she's
me.
such a hater, and she's so rude as well, and just yeah, she's just yeah. So when I was writing Oyen, after I was just like, I don't even know what is this girl? Is she a friend or? And I don't even know like literally what she thinks about these people. But there's always one like that in a group. I feel like, especially in a big group, there's always a hater. I feel like. I think Oyen is the perfect hater. The scene I had so much fun writing was when they go to watch Saint at the spoken word, and Oyen set the dare for Eva, and she's also trying to sabotage the dare for Eva, like just so chaotic, and her trying to like flirt with Sane. I was just like, oh, I've been there where I've had an Oyen friend try and flirt with like my ex, like in front of me, but we were still like in a situation shit, and I was like, what are you doing? And he was like, what are you doing? It was just so weird. But I think it was like a weird trip of like, I wonder if I can get his attention, even though I don't like him like that. Girls are weird. I don't know. So Oyen sums up all the weird girls I've ever met, and that's her, named after my cousin.
And she also makes you forget, like as we reading it, it's like what you said, it's like if you do not get out of my face, it's like you just wanted to like punch her, stop her, and then I had to stop. It's like, oh wait, these are children, so no.
These are children.
Consistently like a hater for like most of the book, and you are just like, can you just shut up? Do you know what I mean? And it's just yeah, and I think it's interesting because a lot of the girls don't really stand up to her. They kind of let her be toxic, apart from like Sharisha, who's kind of ready to battle all the time. Like they even Eva, they don't really challenge her enough and call her out on her behavior until like later. And I think that's also a problem with female groups. A lot of them just kind of or they talk behind the back and be like, oh, we all know that he really likes you. And they kind of say these little digs, but they don't just say, you're acting like this and give her the floor to explain why, you know. So I think that's such an important thing in girl groups. Like communication is key, you know. Mm-hmm.
What age group do you find easier or more fun to write for and why?
I would say the easiest age group I think is YA. I don't know why. I don't know. I find YA easy to write. I find chapter books like the wild magic stuff quite hard. Wild Magic I find hard. There's so much research to do, and I didn't really. I mean, I didn't sign up for that, but there's a lot of research to do for Wild Magic, and just getting like the tone right and the language and making it exciting, but also learning like that balance is like that's quite challenging, I'll say. But yeah, with YA, I just feel like YA is always just a laugh to write. I feel like I just have always a great time writing it. I feel like I just remember so much about being a teenager. Maybe that's why it's just so easy. Whereas when I'm writing like for younger, I have to really think about like what was I like at that age and what was I into and why was my thought process like this. But and I think also I'm around, I can get access to teens as well. So when I hear their conversations and the things they say, I'm just like, is this what's important to you? Like, it's just so interesting, like the weird stuff they say. So yeah, I think I can tap into my teenage self easier. So I think YA is fun, and all the tension and the swoon and the longing. I love all that.
Um, no, I I'm actually shocked that someone because usually I would have think like children was
Mm,
easier to write compared to YA because
yeah.
I feel like with children it, it always it always has to somehow end happily, and with
Yes.
YA it could either end happily or sad or have like an ambiguous ending. There's like
Yeah.
it's more complicated. But children
Yeah.
it just has like it has that set thing. It's like it should end happily kind of thing. So I'm
I
kind of
think it's the word count as well. Like as kids,
hmm,
it's shorter. You have a short amount of time to tell a story and to fit in so much in it that it balances well and the pace is good. Whereas at least with YA, you just have like so much more room to kind of build stuff, which sometimes I think as a writer, you just need time to build. But when it comes to like chapter book, it's just straight in. Or like if it's like a Rashford book, it's like kind of straight in and the pace is way quicker. So where you're trying to like be really like, oh yeah, and describe it, it's like, no, like cut all that out. Let's and that's quite, I find that quite challenging actually, because like, I really want to like explore this and there's no time, there's no room, you know. So yeah, so I think that's why with YA, and I think what I love about YA as well is that you can get some YA that's super like wholesome, and then you got YA that's really like spicy, and you just get like a good mix. I haven't done a spicy book yet, but this new one, I think I'm gonna try. I'm gonna just see if it makes me feel uncomfortable. That's true. That's true. Because maybe that's not my calling. Maybe my calling is just like fun vibes, and that's just my calling, and that's
and
fine. Maybe.
and honestly I feel like we don't have a lot of that in adult romances. It's just like it's trying to like add more to the spice factor. It's like, well, what is just about a fun romance? Just like
Mm,
people getting together. I feel like that's why I read a lot of if I do read a romance, it's gonna be YA.
mm,
Um, not Sarah J. Maas, but anyone else because it's just like people just having fun and just like
yeah,
either like
that's
will
a good
they or won't
point.
they kind of work. So
That's
yeah,
a good
it's
point. Yeah, that's true. I feel like because this book is so different to anything I've done, like it's in America, it's sorority, it's so different. I think part of me's just like, just go for it. Just go for it. So I think there's that part of me is like, just see what happens. Like it might actually make the book even better, or it might be horrific. Hopefully, the editor will just clock on if it's like this doesn't work, and I'll be like, okay, no one will ever know that we tried this.
We might know, but we won't tell.
no, we won't tell.
We'll see how it goes. But I remember when I wrote Only for Holidays, my editor asked if I can put in like a spicy scene, and I was like, no, they're just on a farm having a good time. I was like, no. So I think we agreed on almost like a closed door. So it kind of implies something happened, but you don't know. But I was like, I just can't. I was like, I just can't do it. I just
I do remember that scene. I was like, and when I like the next chapter, I was like, that was well done. Okay.
thank you. It's very still innocent. It's like they could have, they might not have. I don't know. I went in the room, but yeah. But I think actually like describing it and stuff, I'm just like,
Uh,
oh, we'll see what happens. Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see where the writing takes us.
um, so talk about talk talking about books and reading. So we are unfortunately in a literary crisis.
Mm-hmm.
In the US, also in the UK. And in the UK, the government has declared like a national year of reading. So we wanted to ask like what recommendations would you give to like us librarians, to teachers, parents, even like teenagers who are trying to get more into reading?
I mean, I tell kids a lot that a lot of the content on Netflix has come from books, which they're always very surprised at. Um, I think what helps kids get into reading, based on a school visit I went to a few months ago, was actually meeting an author. Because I think, especially when you're young, you have an idea of what an author looks like. And I don't think you're going to think of me when you think of what you think an author is. And I think sometimes when they meet someone that is probably a bit more relatable to them, they're like, oh, actually, I'm into this. And I think, like, as a kid, I don't think I even met an author when I was a kid. I don't think I ever had that privilege. So I feel like bringing authors into their space to talk to them, for them to kind of see like how different we all are, how normal we are. We're not some weird, quirky, we're just really just chill kind of thing. I think that helps a lot of kids into reading. Like I went to this private school visit, and they bought loads of copies of my book, and I just thought, this is probably gonna go back. It's like loads of copies. And I had like my first group, I think was like a year 10. So they were like 15, 14-ish. And there was like 30 something girls. They all brought a copy of the book. Some brought two copies. And the teacher said, like, they never buy books. Like, if an author comes or if we do an event, they'll probably buy like maybe like 5 books will sell. And I was like, stop. Like, they just got really into it. But she said because you were like relating to them, they were like, we want to read her work and understand her more. So I think that is like the best thing. Also just being, diversity is always the key. Like we're talking about the National Year of Reading in the UK, which is, that's great and stuff. But like, are we promoting diverse authors still? Because a report came out that black books are like not selling or some nonsense. I was like, I don't know, I don't know if that's true or not. Like it's just ridiculous. And it's like, what are the government doing about that? You know? So maybe like they need to look at the curriculum and just maybe get rid of, I don't know. I don't know what books are on the curriculum these days. I have no idea. But whatever it is, Treasure
Yeah.
Island, whatever, like get rid of it. You know what I mean? There's so many great books. Like let's just start being a bit realistic now of what we want kids to read. And some people still have texts in their books that are like so offensive, racially offensive, and they're like, oh, we still need to read it for like the words. It's like, no, we don't. Like, you know what I mean? Let's change our thought pattern. There's so many fantastic books that we can be reading. There's like no excuse. It's just like laziness, I feel like. But if anyone ever needs some recommendations of book lists, the Diverse Book Awards. We have a website. We have we got 7 years, no, 6 years worth of lists of diverse books from adults to picture books. There's literally no excuse to not get on that.
Yeah, highly, highly recommend the Diverse Book Awards. And especially with the long list, it should be coming out towards the end of this month,
Yeah,
pretty
end of
soon.
the month. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
And
so many fantastic books. Some I've never heard of, which is always a way. Some I've heard a lot of, and it's just a great mix. I'm like, these are great books. We need to celebrate it. Order these books in. You know what I
mhm.
mean? Like, get these authors into talk, change their lives. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I think.
No, no, definitely. Because I was just having a conversation with a coworker. Um, a parent came in with their teen and they had like a summer reading list um, for the new school year. And it was just like basically old white guys.
Yeah, always the way.
Yeah. And I'm like, and it was like a school list that kind of similar to what I had when I was in high school. And not to show my age, but it was like early 2000. So if you're giving out the same list to teens and it's
Yeah.
2026, it's like there's something has to
But
change.
it's just late. Like I think we read maybe like the Handmaid's Tale. I mean, the Handmaid's Tale adaptation is actually pretty good to be fair. But if we read like the Handmaid's Tale stuff like that, but it's like it's also just like more recent, more current books that have similar themes that we could like. I know Holly Bourne has a book. I think it's You Could Be So Pretty that kind of has
Hmm.
that similar kind of tone in it, and it's like read that. Like, do you know what I mean? We don't need to be reading, like, we can just change things up. So there's just so many great books out there that are coming out, so many great authors. I feel like at this point, there's just no excuse. And if we're still like in a situation of being like, we don't know, I think maybe you're the problem because there's just no excuse to like not get it right at this stage, in my opinion.
No, absolutely true.
Uh, I know we literally just touched on this, but and part of your introduction, but you are the co-founder of the publishing company Hashtag Press and the creator of the Diverse Book Awards, which the list, as you mentioned, will be coming out soon. Could you talk a little bit more about the work you do with these initiatives?
Sure. So hashtag press, I founded it with Helen Lewis. We've had it now for 10 years, our 10th year, which has been cool. And we really focus on diversity and debut authors. The two hand in hand don't get the support that they need, and we support them and we help their careers and whatnot. And it's really really fun. And we've been doing a crowdfunder actually just to kind of set us up for like the next phase to help and stuff. And it's been great, like the response for the crowdfunder, but also just like the direct communication with people has been so fantastic. So I'm really glad we like opened up and said like, how expensive it is, how challenging it is, because small presses like ours in the UK have been closing down like an alarming amount around the 10-year mark as well. And we were just like, no. So yeah, so I'm really happy that we were able to kind of solve that situation. And the Diverse Book Awards, again with me and Helen, and that was set up. To be honest with you, it came about because I was trying to find some awards to enter hashtag books into, and then I only UK diverse book awards was the Jalak Prize, and I was like, how is this the only thing when we just had 2020, we just had Black Lives Matter, we just had all this stuff. Publishing finally realized that they're a problem, and we've only still got one prize. So then we were like, why don't we just set it up? And obviously, when you never set something up before, it's like I don't really know how anyone takes it seriously, like, and doesn't think it's a scam. Like, I don't know how this works. And somehow that it just found its way. We did very minimal to promote it, but it yeah, it just blew up and did a great thing. And I think it's such a good staple in the publishing calendar. And it's just a great way to find just amazing books and titles. And I think I'm just all about diversity and just finding great books and everyone getting a fair chance at being seen. And it's like we're not here as a token or to tick your box. We're here because we love books, we love to write, and we want to reach our audience, and that's kind of it. And we just want to be celebrated for doing that. So yeah, they're really fun little initiatives going on there.
It's so cute. I will definitely check out more of this list. Like in the States we have We Need Diverse Books, which kind of
Yeah,
started for the same reason. So um looking forward to checking out the 2026 list for sure.
thank you.
Oh, so now we're getting to a little bit of a game.
Okay,
We switched it up on you specifically. No,
okay,
calling you out. But we're gonna it's gonna be very short. It's gonna be
okay,
maybe like 2 or 3 rounds. Uh,
okay,
truth or dare, literary truth or dare questions.
okay.
Um,
Why am I nervous?
so first we're gonna ask you truth or dare.
Truth.
What is the most embarrassing plot line or self-insert character you ever wrote when you were younger? Like, is there a character that you
There
wrote?
must have been.
I feel like everyone, when you're a
For sure.
teenager.
I'm just trying to remember because I might put it in like a box in my head of like, don't go there. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to think. Um, I don't know. I'm trying to think. I
Was,
literally can't think.
was it fan fiction based? Because I know I would
No,
write
I've never
myself.
done fan fiction actually, which is
No.
I don't know. I think I actually enjoy fan fiction. I remember. Okay, I wrote this book. I wrote this book. It was my first attempt at YA, And it actually was like this, now I think about it, I'm like, it really was this. It was kind of me just kind of pouring out my love life that was like this kind of long situationship I was in with this guy. And it kind of was like this, not confessional, but all and I tried to like kind of fiction it up, but it was really kind of like a personal story. Um and then I tried to get an agent with it, but I got my agent with that book, but no one brought it. That's the thing. So thank God, actually, now I think about it. But she loved it. But I don't think she actually knows a lot of it was based on me. Now she'll probably know if she watches this. But yeah, so that's probably now I look back, I'm like, why did you do that? I think I was so hurt and emotional. I just poured it all out. I tried to change certain bits, but looking back, I'm like, this was just your teen. You just literally let it out, girl. That's like all of this is very real stuff. So yeah, that's probably yeah.
Oh, is it me?
Yeah,
You're
you can.
muted. Oh,
Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted. Um, truth or dare?
yeah, truth or dare. Oh, for me?
But no,
Or
for Abio.
oh, yeah, truth or dare.
Uh, let's try dare. Don't know how I would do a dare, but let's do dare.
Okay.
Oh gosh, hold on.
Oh, I got a good one. Pick up a book near
Okay.
you, open to a random page, and read a paragraph out loud as if you are pitching it to a Hollywood executive who is about to hang up on you.
Pick up my book or any book.
Any book.
Okay. Go to a random page. Okay. Oh, I hope it's not a sex scene on my dates. All right. I'm trying to actually understand what this even is going on here. Right. Pitch it like wait. Pitch it
Pitch
to like
it
a
like,
Hollywood person.
yeah, and who is about to hang up on you. So prevent them
Am
from
I
hanging up.
reading the scene?
You're doing a dramatic, yeah, like like um yeah, like a dramatic reading. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. How how much of it do I have to do?
Just
Like a
read like a yeah, just a paragraph.
okay. Sorry. Sorry. Wait. Sorry, I thought I was gonna go. Nothing came out. Sorry. My blood had become hot enough to fry raw plantain. The nerve, the audacity of her to already assume that Reuben would be interested in me. And Nenny, the golden girl, had always received everything she ever wanted in life and had, over the years, turned our friendship into that of main character and sidekick. Had once again succeeded in making me feel like absolute shit.
Perfect show.
I'm not thinking there again. Like, what the hell?
So good.
Um, this is our last one, and then Tarisha's
Okay.
going to go back to our regular scheduled programming.
Okay.
Um, truth or dare?
I'm doing truth.
Okay. Um, let me look. Ooh, do I want to be messy or do I want to
Be
be?
messy.
Okay. What is a famous book or author that you secretly think is overrated, but you pretend to respect in front of other writers or creators?
So I'm really blunt. So I think I'm really obvious that I don't actually respect this person or like this person. What, you want to say their name?
Yeah. I mean, unless you don't have to, but if
No,
you,
I would. I feel like my agent would go crazy if I said the person's name.
okay, so you don't have to, but
But
you can.
I insult him so much. Like I'm very obvious that I don't like this person. I've got nothing great to say. And it's weird because I actually haven't seen him in person ever. But he's tried to come for me before, like an idiot. So yeah, there's this one person. I don't like him. I think he's hideous inside and out. And if I ever saw him, we would have a problem. Yeah. So
so badly want to know who this person is, but we
I,
can
I,
ask.
I'll message you, I'll let you know who
Yeah.
it is.
Well, you were the first person that we tried this, and I think we're gonna do it again because
We're definitely going to do it again.
I'm
it's
sorry,
actually really
abortion. I'm
fun.
sorry.
This is actually very fun.
Yes.
But Tabrish and I have a secret competition, so she's gonna ask a few more uh getting to know you kind of
Okay,
questions, and
okay.
then we'll wrap up and let you go on your rest of your evening. So we're hoping you're not missing Love Island.
No,
But
it's refused. It's fine. Me and my fan are still very much together, so it's all good.
okay, great. So Tabrija, back to our regular schedule program.
Okay. So we're going to do this or that, and we're just going to do it very briefly for a
It's
few
all
ones.
good.
So paperback or hardback?
Oh, paperback.
Yeah. Yeah. Read one book at a time or multiple books at a time.
I do multiple books at a time. I don't know why I do that. I do that, yeah.
Yeah, you're not
I
the
have
only
a lot
one.
of books to read. That's probably why I do it. I don't think it's clever. But I'm one of those people, if I love a book, I can read it in a day. Like I'm a really fast reader. And if I don't love a book, I can tell because I'm like dragging it out for like a week and I'm like, you're not into it, just stop. Yeah. So yeah, I'm that person.
One POV or two or more POVs.
But I prefer to write or read.
Read.
Oh. Hmm. I don't mind. Probably two. I like a two POV, actually.
Okay. Mhm. Hard copy or a digital copy. So either ebook or audio.
Oh no, hard copy. I can't do that stuff. I don't actually like an audiobook.
Which is funny because your audiobooks of
I was
your
gonna
books
say
are
I
very
like
good.
audiobooks. That's the only audiobooks I've actually listened to on mine. I just don't. I can't focus. But I remember listening to Love Wins Wonderland. I was like, this is good. I became
Yeah.
really into that. Yeah, I love that one a lot. Yeah, I recommend that to everyone. To be honest with you.
And especially for the one for the Love Dare, she's very
Yeah,
good. She means like
it's
conversation.
the same person that done it. But I saw her record the Love Day. Yeah, she's great. She's
I
got a great
knew I was
voice.
like, is this the same person? It sounds
Yeah,
so familiar.
she's
Good.
done all the
Okay.
Free Wyatt. Yeah, she's great.
The library or bookstore.
Oh, bookstore. Yeah, books. I think bookstore.
Okay. We're not
Mm.
hurt. It's okay.
I'm just thinking, like, when's the last time I've been to a library? It hasn't been like a school library. Well, I was in the British Library, to be fair.
Just go.
Let's go bookstore because I'll pay for a book. I'll pay full price for a book, and you all will make more money. So we'll go with bookstore.
Valid.
Valid.
Okay, so this is where our competition comes in.
Okay.
So bookmarks or page corner fold.
Bookmarks.
Thank you.
I can't do a page. I feel awful.
We're tied now. I was one ahead and now we're tied again.
Oh, okay. We need like a question to like break it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be another podcast if we break, but it's
Okay.
ongoing. It's never gonna end happy.
It's never it's always even. It's like we never in one elite, it's like always at the same time because everyone has
Funny.
different answers. Um, read in silence or read with music.
Read with music. I love a
Okay.
good like bus ride, headphones on, book out. Yeah, and I write to music as well. I just like, yeah. I'm not great. I'm all right with silence, but I think I just get distracted easily.
Mhm.
But also, there's a good song comes on. I do a little dance break. I do that as well, to be fair. But I think, yeah, I do like music around, to be fair. I do.
Okay. And lastly, reading with tea or reading with coffee.
Oh, I'm a tea girl. But I do like an iced coffee. I do like a matcha, actually. but I don't like a hot coffee. So we'll go with tea. That's a long way of just saying tea. I don't know why I said. Oh, what's going on? It's the heat.
Yeah, I make my own iced coffee at least once or twice a week because
Mm,
I just keep it. I do it two ways because I have five different coffee machines in my house. That's how much I love coffee.
I got into coffee I think it was last summer or the summer before.
Mm.
I got really into iced coffee. I've never been more productive in my life. It was amazing. And then I started getting like these headaches, and I never get headaches. And then like I started having like shakes. I knew it was the coffee, and I was like, I'm not gonna stop having the coffee. And I think I told someone like, yeah, you need to stop with the coffee. I was like, I'm so productive. Like I honestly never worked harder. Like it was just, yeah, it was like this superpower, and I had to stop, and I was so upset. So yeah, yeah.
Well, that it takes me multiple cups to feel I've become immune to the caffeine, I feel
Okay.
like.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm gutted. It was so tasty, and I remember going to the shop and getting like this pack, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have this one. Like, I had planned it out, and I was like, gosh, I am shaking like crazy. Like, what's going? Yes, I had to stop.
ugh, well, hopefully you'll get back to it.
I know.
Uh,
I might try again. Maybe I'll try one and see what happens.
so we are at our final question. Thank you so much for joining us. And this is something we ask all of our guests on this podcast or our talk. And that is a book talk. So that is a 30-second to 1 minute elevator pitch of why viewers at
Really?
home, listeners at home should read The Love Dare or your other books or check you out as an author as well. But because this is about The Love Dare, we'll give you 30 seconds to a minute to talk it up, especially because it just came out. And three, two, one, go.
So, can a dare at Notting Hill Carnival turn into true love? This is the Love Dare, set in London during the iconic Notting Hill Carnival. It is about Eva, who is this gorgeous girl who has no idea what she's doing with her life, and she's trying to have that last great summer with her friends before they go off to college. And unfortunately, an incident happens, and for her to get the money to solve the problem, her friend dares her to talk to Saint and get a date from him. Unfortunately, Saint is the cousin of her crush, and also Saint is just not interested in her. And if you want something that is fun and swoony and summer loving and lots of black love and lots of fandom, this is the book for you, The Love Dare. Yeah.
Yay! That
Am
was
I?
perfect. That
Was
was
it
Yes.
good? Okay.
so perfect. It's not
Oh,
even funny how perfect it is. It
I
was,
am a
Yeah.
blagger. I am. I can make you think I know what I'm doing, and I don't at all.
I
So,
think it's a skill that we as librarians have to kind of talk up, even not in this instance, but even in cases where we might not have read the book and we have to talk about it with either like our teens, because we're teen
yeah.
librarians, or like in general. So I think it's a perfect skill to kind of have. And then but
Mhm.
again, you did it perfectly and kind of on the
Thank you.
fly. So uh appreciating all of
Thank
that.
you,
Yay.
guys. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
So, oh,
Oh,
what
oh,
happened?
oh, give me what it doesn't like it when I do. Okay.
There we go. All right. So, yes, you heard it here. Get the Love Dare. It is available now. Available in your local bookshop, library, and also as an audiobook. We're going to be putting out all the links available on our website so you can make sure to get them. And also take the time to get Abiola's other amazing books. You have Love in the Bookshop, only for the holidays, and the Sunny Murder Club and the Breakfast Club Adventures and Wow Magic. And also check out her website and hashtag press and the Diverse Book Awards. There's just so much to check out with Abiola. And we will be putting out all these not Love in the Bookshop, Love in Winter Wonderland. It's a Love in a Bookshop.
It's a long day. It's fine.
But in the end, check out Abiola's amazing work. You will not you will not regret it. But we want to give a big thank you to Abiola for joining us this
Thank you.
afternoon, evening for her. But this was an amazing conversation. So thank you for coming on and being a part of it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, girls. Thank you.
And thank you for everyone who is viewing us or listening to us. You can follow us on Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, and subscribe to our website to keep up to date of other upcoming talks or book recommendations. And also subscribe to the Tea and Books chat. We're available wherever you get your podcasts. So thank you again, Abiola. Thank you for everyone listening, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Take care, everyone.
Thank you.
Take care. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.